Back in October in the DRC, we had a big march of women crying out against sexual violence. It was amazing, but that was the first time I see African doing activism as I've seen it in the DRC. We received buses of women from Burundi, Uganda, Rwanda, Cote d'Ivoire, everywhere come and stand up and say no with the Congolese women. This is what we have to say. We have to call upon injustice everywhere and stop it for the sake of everybody.
And you know, my 2 seconds to support that is that the mapping report is a collection of what appears to be strong evidence. The one of the key demands we are making with this briefing is that it shouldn't be the end of it. It should move forward. There should be hearings. If there are facts left out, they should come out. If those who are accused have any defense, they should speak up. It just is not right to forget that 5 million people died in the Congo. This is what we are saying, and I don't see how anybody can oppose it, especially people who say that we have to pay attention, and they are right. We have to pay attention to the 1 million people who were killed in Rwanda in 1994. It seems to me it's not right to say pay attention to 1 million Rwandans but forget about 5 million Congolese.
For the question about the FDLR, Congolese like me and many others have documented the atrocities committed by the FDLR. So they are not exempt from justice, the justice that we are seeking. The report that we are highlighting is to push for justice, but the justice in Congo is broader. So we believe that, I want to make this very clear, that we have Congolese of Tutsi ethnicity who have also grievances, who have been victims of violence. Their grievances must be addressed. Because it has been used before to accuse people like me who are speaking out that I deny genocide of Rwandans and I will commit genocide against Tutsi, Congolese. That is not true. Nobody denies any victim the right for justice. If Kagame has to answer to its crime, he has to do it. If somebody needs to answer for crime committed against any Congolese Tutsi, we must ask those questions. So the Congolese Tutsi are part of the movement for justice that we are asking. We are not denying any crime against anyone. But what happened back, what the foreign armies did on the Congolese soil, to the Congolese people, is the center of this event.
Thank you. There is a tendency to try to minimize or deny genocide in the Congo, and a lot of times it comes in the form of justifying the invasion of the Congo by saying that Rwanda and Uganda were going after the genocidaires. 2 weeks ago, I was on a panel with the Deputy Ambassador, this is Justine Babasini, and she said in Rwanda, 3% of the convicts of genocide are women. So no more than 3%, according to Rwandan justice system, committed genocide among the women. But the victims of this genocide in the Congo were mostly women and children. And that is a discrepancy. And to say that the invasion was really about the genocide, they're going all the way thousands of miles to Madaka and dropping people in the river, separating people by ethnicity and killing them on the basis of ethnicity, especially women and children and the elderly, is not going after the fighting forces that have committed the genocide in Rwanda.
It's been really tough to follow. You all say everything already. The only thing probably I would just add to your comment in regard to the pretext, which I always explain, that one, to understand what is happening in the region is to know the history of that region. First, from the invasion of the coup d'etat of Museveni in Uganda, then after Museveni helping Kagame to invade Rwanda, the genocide that takes place in 1994, and subsequent invasion of Rwanda into the Congo. And it becomes really hard to actually justify the killing when you see that Uganda and Rwanda fought each other in Kisangani over a diamond mine. I don't see any FDLR there. 3,000 Congolese died. Those are human lives. So if we value the lives of humans anywhere around the world, if you care about Nepal, if you care about Egypt, you should care about 6 million people. That could be your children. And my call, I see a lot of women here. I see Rwandan women. I usually mention that to club. I want to hear Rwandan women. I read a document by Christopher Millers. 12 weeks, 500,000 women were raped in Rwanda. You should know what the Congolese women feel. What are the Rwandan women saying about the situation in the Congo? How can you come at the side of the Congolese to address the situation? Because it's not the Congolese problem. It's not the Rwanda problem. It's a human problem. But we can't go on and continue to blame each other. But on a daily basis, people are dying. Children under the age of 5. You have a child who's living in a blue tent with I'm sorry, some UN people are here, but they don't like that, to look at these blue tents waking up in the morning when they used to live in their house. Why are they in these blue tents? What did they do? Nothing. So that's what we have to address and say no to the dictators in the region and call for justice for everybody in the region.
That was good. Yeah.
You all are making it